Hello, Internet! Welcome back to the land of Runescape. Quest Ketchup. Azzanadra's quest. Long. So this is probably going to be a two-parter. Microphone is on, that's very important. There have been times I forgot to turn it on. Got the Orbital Oculus, so I can take some pretty photos if we want to. Combat none. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm dressed in my smithing gear because the last thing I did before setting up for the live stream was break down a couple of attuned harmonic weapons. I think that's. I made some crystalline essences for my masterwork staff. After grinding out a lot of crystal shapeshifters, I finally got the 2 attuned crystal weapon thingies that I need. But okay, we gotta talk to Azzanadra up here. Oh, it's a special thingy. We're not going to the normal war room. We're going to a special war room. Which looks exactly like the normal war room. Why do these stairs go straight to a wall? That seems very awkward. And so I guess I'll just walk over here. Or I guess I'll walk over here. Okay, yeah, Azzanadra. Why would I be coming up here to speak directly to Azzanadra? Because normally I come up here to speak to Seren. Why don't we do that instead? Seren looks too busy to speak right now. Echo thing, there it is. It was slightly out of my reach. Ah, Loremaster, come over here. We should speak. Okay, I'm coming over there. We're going to speak. While Icthlaren and the Armadil look on. Ah, we're Guardian, good. Armadil and Icthlaren and I are concerned by the level of influence Seren is exerting over this council. Yeah, so am I. I keep telling her that maybe she shouldn't be here. Does she listen? No. I think she likes all the attention. Shall we see how it goes this time? How what goes this time? Sure. Once more have summoned the Burthorpe Council to discuss the very real threat of the Elder Gods. So wait, you're just... These people aren't just like hanging out up here. You summon them back. Time after time after time? That seems very inconvenient for everybody. You seem to think very highly of yourself. Of course, I guess they think very highly of you as well, considering they keep coming back. Then again, that's probably your influence. Yes, you must save us, Lady Seren. Tell us what to do. Such times require strong leadership. No, that isn't what I... ... Very well, since Karapak's plot was a little short of genocide, we will resume my original plan and attempt to placate my aunts through the creation of a garden. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, this again. The effect is getting stronger. Do you know a lot about how Seren's aura works?
I was not always Azzanadra, your trusted friend.
I totally got his voice wrong.
6,000 years ago, I was Azzanadra, Pontifex Maximus of the Zerosian Empire.
Mm-hmm.
I maintained civilization and the rule of my lord.
You sound a lot like Karapak.
Those who called themselves gods. I am very familiar with Seren's influence. We can no longer rely on this council. They are completely under her sway now. In time, they will recover their initiative, but for now, they are nothing but puppets.
You know, maybe Seren is the actual problem.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. Seren is obsessed with the adult elder gods.
Uh-huh.
Her guilt and shame blind her to the true threat. It is not the adults who are destined to destroy us. It is their unborn children. If they wake, they will devour this world, and in time, all worlds.
So you want to go after the babies?
These fools can do is waste their time on senseless appeasement, then it falls to us to save them. We must find the Elder God eggs.
Okay.
We must stop them hatching.
Isn't that going to anger the parents? Also, like, his voice sounds very much like Karapak's voice. That, like, I mean, I get that voice acting is very expensive, but come on, how many people you got working at Jagex? You could get a few more voices in there. Besides, like, when I do his voice, I was trying to go for, like, Q from Star Trek Enterprise, but echoey, because, you know, he's weird and otherworldly or something. I don't know. Anyway, I cannot stand against Seren. We have an arrangement. She seeks a path of peace out of compassion for her only true family. I don't think her true family understands the concept of family. I mean, after all, she was created by Ma, the deformed one. So, I feel like the other four probably don't see Seren as a true member of the family, so to speak. Anyway. Do what you must, but I will remain with the council and aid in their efforts. As for me, I will not work with a traitor. I'm going to try to stick with the Q voice because, I don't know, he just doesn't he just doesn't feel like having that kind of menacing voice. It's been nearly 7,000 years. Psychopompus? Who is Psychopompus? It's been nearly 7,000 years, Psychopompus. Surely the good of this world outweighs the events of the distant past. Oh, I guess Eclairin is the Psychopompus. On the contrary, the past will always come back to haunt you, and the world is too precious to leave to the machinations of apostates. I do not trust you, Azzanadra. The World Guardian, I will counsel you not to trust him either. This Majorat is shrewd and well-spoken, but his loyalties ever lie with his master and no one else. You speak of loyalty as if it were a vice. Loyalty is the highest, perhaps the only virtue. Loyalty is only a... Okay, could we stop preaching and get on with the mission? Loyalty is only as virtuous as the Lord you serve, and your Lord is far from boisterous. It's not for creatures such as you to question my morality and of a true good. His thoughts are beyond your comprehension. He is a higher power. Enough, Azzanadra. Yeah, enough, both of you. Zaros does not need you to defend his honor. ... As you wish. World Guardian, I assume you do want to help. Well, what'd you have in mind? Maybe inside the dig site in Karadet, since no one here is of use. We will find our own allies. Okay, Karadet. I should have been dressed up for archaeology, shouldn't I? Okay, let's go to the Max Guild, because that's the closest bank. That's always the closest bank. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Who's going clunk, clunk, clunk? Archaeology. But don't forget the Orb of Oculus. Wherever that is, there. Who's... Oh, okay, we got trendy dummies. Teleport. Table. Where's the table? There's the table. I found the table. Cut it. Okay, now when you say meet you at the Kharid dig site, do you mean you as not Dr. Nabanek, or do you mean you as you way down inside the vault? Well, hello, old friend. Welcome to the Kharid dig site. Dr. Nabanek would like you to replace these lone spell scrolls, Smoke Cloud, Animate, Dead. Do not forget that if you replace those spell scrolls I loan you with the ones you have restored yourself, I can award you with your efforts. Now, was there anything else you wish to ask me? Okay, so I guess he means inside. Search. Into a plank, that's fun. Up the stairs, and the wrong way. I guess is it the Praetorium? Is that the vault? No, this is the Praetorium. Okay, I guess I'll go here. Enter the vault. I assume that's him down in the middle. No, that's Trending. Where is Azzy? Yo, Azzy, where are you? There's that demon over there. Quest. I should meet Azzanadra inside the excavation site at the Kharid. I'm inside it! Okay, so maybe we leave here and look around elsewhere? Oh, there he is. Yo, Azzy. Oh, okay, I was inside a person. Okay, I'm having trouble finding a good camera angle. That's close enough. Was your debriefing completed to our Lord's satisfaction? I guess so. Oh, your face is full now. He stopped talking and left, so I assumed we were done. What did he want to know? He just asked a bunch of questions about the Shadow Realm. No idea if I told him anything he didn't already know. It's hard to tell on that face. Yeah, he does have a really weird face. Ah, Loremaster. You've already met Trendine, of course. So how you feeling? I see your face is whole now. I'm all caught up with current events. Seems like it's just been one long disaster while I've been gone. War, genocide, war again, apocalypse. I'm back now, so we should be good. So what's the plan, boss? Well, Seren is obsessed with the adult elder gods. She is still racked with guilt over murdering her and our creator, and trying to appease the other gods is her way of seeking amends. But it is not the adult elders that pose the real danger. No. Their offspring are the true threat. Piecing together Sarah's and Carapac's claims, there must be 3 eggs on Gillinor. 3? I would have felt like there would have been more. Ma never laid an egg. Okay, that makes sense. And Joss sacrificed hers to create the Stone of Joss, which has since been destroyed. Okay, so I was right. The stone was technically the egg, or her egg was technically the stone. Something like that. I was right. And that explains why the Stone of Joss looked like the Elder God eggs that I swear we've already seen. Maybe no, that's right. That was a flashback on Frenesky, I think. We were seeing the original 5 from Ma Joss Pick fool and when? Yeah, that was a flashback of them hatching, and the one didn't hatch, so they left, and then it hatched out, and we had the deformed mind, blah, 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 history. Okay, so Joss's egg was turned into the stone or something. Okay, I was right! Ish. If the 3 remaining eggs hatch, they will destroy our world and, in turn, the universe. It seems to me to follow, then, that our efforts should be focused on not the adults, but on the eggs. You've said that already. And yeah, I'm with you so far. When my lord returned to us a few years ago, he gave me the task of locating those very same eggs. And how's your progress? I can only assume he foresaw our current situation. I'm ashamed to say that I have not yet succeeded in the task. With your help, we will correct that oversight. We need to find the eggs. Once we find them, with enough information and study, we may be able to devise a plan to stave off our annihilation. Alright, what's the first move? You and I will travel to Runescape. Oh, I hate that place. And inspect the site of the previous generation of eggs there. Trending, a moment. I have other orders for you. Maybe the World Gate Loremaster. It's in Kandran, southwest of the Tree Gnome Stronghold. Okay. I know where it is. I got a thing that teleports me there immediately. And I'm going to stay dressed up for archaeology, because the quest description said no combat. I'm going to believe that. There it is. Teleport. Still going clunk, 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 huh? Roll gate. Clunkly, clunk, clunk. Oh, there he is. Hi. We need to make our way back across the surface of Runescape back to the Elder Halls. If we want to understand the Elder Gods and their eggs, it's the most obvious lead to research in more detail. Okay, so go there, do archaeology stuff. Also, this looks like a good opportunity for the Orb Oculus. Let me just move over to here, and then move to here, so that I'm facing them. Orb of Oculus! Nope, wrong way. Switch it down a little bit. Yeah, something like that. That could work. Okay. And, okay, how do I... Isn't it like a quick dial? How do I dial the gate again? Did he already tune it? I'm gonna assume he tuned it. The surface of Runescape is very dangerous. Do you want to continue? Sure, why not? The quest description said no combat. I'm gonna trust that. With Ma's death, the constant destabilization of this realm. Okay, let's try that again. With Ma's death, the constant destabilization of this region has calmed somewhat. It is strange to see it so peaceful. You think this is peaceful? It's a volcanic wasteland. Yeah, that doesn't look peaceful at all. Well, compared to what it was when it shaped us and hardened us, yes, I would call it peaceful. I will see you up ahead. Cough, cough, what? Cough, cough? Orb of Oculus again. Doot and doot. Down a little bit, maybe. Okay. Let's try to get a few frames of the steam, smoke, sulfuric gas, whatever that is. Maybe a little more like this, maybe? Switch over just a wee bit. Yeah. Maybe a little more scooch. Yeah, that's a better composition right there, because we got this right here and this right here. Yeah. That should be enough frames, right? Alright. Cough, cough. Oh, it's an agility thing. Ugh. It's an agility thing. Do the agility thing. I have to start from... I have to click this side? Which way do I go? What if I go on the upper path? Ow, that hurt. Okay, do your thing. Don't stand next to it. Okay, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Climb the cliff. We got, oh, okay, that's dangerous right there, that drop in lava. Ow, 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 okay, owie, ow, ow, ow. Don't stand in one spot too long. Go, where do I go from here? Game, drop down, okay. Can I hide from the drop in lava here? Is this a safe spot? Oh, it is. It's like Metroid Prime 2. Only very slow. Okay, if I talk to him, am I going to get hit by lava? Okay, talk to Azzy. It could be faster. Well, this place could have less lava. Some of us can't just teleport everywhere. We can pause for a moment. Can you teleport me? Teleporting others is extremely difficult. Only gods can do it easily, and even then it requires vast reserves of power. I know telling other, it's easy to cast. That sort of spell only teleports to a specific location. Teleporting to arbitrary points is much more difficult. Let's move on. I had more questions. Okay, I gotta find the next Healy Aura place. Go. Where do I go now? Where do I go now? How do I go now? Did I take a wrong turn somewhere? Where do I go? Oh, probably across that. Okay. It would be nice if the click area were more cooperative, Jagex. Come on, go. Let me just cough. This appears to be a big old circle on the minimap, so I'm gonna go this way. Ow! I see a purple thingy over there. Do I need to go over there? I don't even know how to go over there. There's a red mark on the minimap right here, but I don't know how to use it. Aha! I missed it. Or it missed me, or something. Ow! That didn't even hit me! Do we need another rest? Another one of those little blue Healy areas would be nice. Why did Zaros activate the monolith at the Archaeology Guild? He did that? When he did that? Did I see that? It's necessary for his plan somehow. Somehow? You mean you don't know? Well, he didn't tell me. It was not something I needed to know. I thought you were a most loyal follower. Whether I'm the most loyal, I cannot say. For hundreds of years, I served his will to the best of my ability. The title of Pontifex Maximus seems pretentious now that there's no church and no empire, but it is technically still accurate. How can you place so much trust in someone who doesn't trust you? You speak of Zaros as though he were a friend, an ally. Isn't he? Of course not. Zaros is a god. With him lies all authority. If I need to know something, I'll be told. Let's move on. Fine. Ow. That area there looks important. Is that where I'm going? Somehow? Examine Memoriam Crystal. Okay, how do I get off of this region here? Did I go the wrong way? Ooh, it just barely missed me. Oh, I go around. That's how. Okay. I saw the break on the mini-map and thought it was a separate area entirely. Ow! This area doesn't look fun. Nope, that wasn't fun. Not at all. I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit. Where am I? Here's where we came in, so I made progress. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, you want me to get up there? I think. I can't even click you. You don't even exist. Okay, so I could go that way, go around, and then climb up here and then be there, or I could go that way and something. Let's go that way and something. Ow! I should be able to come back, right? Would you stop hitting me? I ran right into that one. That's my fault. Okay, let's go back to the Healy place. Can I use the Orb of Oculus in here? It still get healed. Yeah, I still see the heals. That's as down as I can go. Okay. It would be nice if my health bar would just. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, now I can get a good screenshot. My leg is clipping through my coat. That's a little disturbing. Alright, so we gotta go up to here. Ow. Ow. Terrible timing. Ow. Climb it. There we go. Talk to him again. What do you mean I can't? Oh. I have to walk across the rock formation. Don't hit me with lava. We're almost there. Why don't Zaros' followers have an afterlife? Who told you that? I think it was Death and Eclairon. Death said he knows of no Zarosian afterlife, and Eclairon said he's never escorted anyone there. That explains it. What use would followers of the true God have for a creation of a pretender like Guthix? For a creation of the pretender like Guthix. And the less said about it, the better. Are you saying Zarosians do have an afterlife? Of course. Every stabilizing religion needs to answer that question. We call it Erebus. Have you ever seen it? Oh yeah, what's it like? I have no idea. It's the afterlife. No one has ever returned to speak of it. It must have stories, religious legends. It's not the way of our Lord to invest false narratives to appeal their plebeians. And how do you know it exists? Obviously, none of this applies to Majrat, as we do not have souls. But, what? If you don't have souls, then how do you have an afterlife? But when a mortal of the faithful dies, their soul passes on from this world to another. But you just said you're doing some doublethink here. Those attuned to the curse of magic can sense its passing, but we do not know the destination. We call that unknown place Erebus. But you just said, okay, yeah, fascinating. Let's move on. You contradicted yourself there a little bit. I need to go replay that bit of dialogue, because I'm pretty sure you said that the Majrat don't have souls, yet they can sense the souls passing to other areas. Where am I going? Where am I going? It is so dark. I guess I go this way? Surge? I can't surge here. I have to take a lava bath. That's what I have to do, it seems. Drop down or go up. There seems to be no up. Okay, more steam vents. Ha! Missed that one. Ow, I didn't miss that one. Is there a special thing over here that I may or may not have already acquired? There's another one of those. Do these have a significance? I feel like there's significance somehow. Like, I'm supposed to do something to them or collect them. Traverse the bridge. Oh, yeah, that is where we're going. Okay, Azzy. I do not think we're in imminent danger, but we should not waste time. The Elder Halls of Sky are just up ahead. So you want me to go in? Quest, you want me to go in? Okay, yep. Let's go in. I can't see. Camera, behave. Okay, that's kind of useful. Loremaster, someone's here. Who is there? It's me, the Loremaster. Oh, Loremaster, I'm glad to... Look out! A Majorat! Stop, that's Azzanadra. Azzanadra, High Priest of Zaros. Azzanadra, who transcribed the ancient magic in the pyramid of Yaglorach. That Azzanadra? Yeah, we go way back. Are you going to introduce me to your friend? I'm Ariane. I'm here because I saw something. After my friend Xenia died, I started having visions. They're not completely clear, but I believe our world is under threat. It is. It very much is. The Elder Gods will rise and destroy Gielinor. I'm sure of it. Yep, that's happening. The Council of Burthorpe doesn't seem interested in doing anything about it, so I've been searching for answers. I mean, they're doing something. They're planting a garden. That might do something. I thought the birthplace of our universe might be a good place to start. That's why we're here too. It's not the adults though, it's the eggs that are the danger. Yep, that's wow. Your visions are really good. Yeah, that's what we thought too. What have you been able to determine so far? I only just arrived. I noticed there are 5 eggs here, but only 4 Elder Gods on Gielinor. Yeah, there's a 5th, where it was. Yeah, the 5th god, Ma, never left Runescape, and she's kind of part of the landscape now. She was recently put out of her misery. We think there are actually only 3 eggs on Gielinor. Joss transformed her egg into the Stone of Joss, and Karapak destroyed it. Oh, hence Stone of Joss. Makes sense. See, I knew it was an egg! I knew it! Well, let's examine the egg fragments closely and see if we can work anything out. One lies at the end of each of the tunnels. Okay, and I suppose you're doing nothing. I suppose. What's the question we're going to do? You know, investigate the 5 Elder God eggs in the tunnels and the Elder Halls of Friend Sky. Okay, we're doing that. Oh, we got some memory wisps. Let's get a memory wisp. I've never seen a wisp like this before. I probably shouldn't disturb it at the moment. But is here begging to be divined. Okay, investigate the fragment sphere. It really does look like the Stone of Joss, doesn't it? Like, you couldn't figure that out the first time you were here. I did! Years ago. Joss made a tremendous sacrifice when she gave up her unborn offspring. It's weird that she didn't seem angry with Karapak for destroying the stone. Don't confuse the primitive instincts of mere mortals with the thoughts of a god. Place great significance on your atavistic impulses. Your urges drive you to behaviors, and you never stop to question them. The stone had long ago served its purpose. I doubt it had any more significance to Joss than any other tool. You're saying that a tool made out of your own children wouldn't matter to you? I value all Majra. Those I had a hand in creation of, and those I didn't matter equally. Okay, this is just phrased awkwardly. Those I had a hand in the creation of, and those I didn't matter equally to me. I feel like there should be commas in there somewhere. Or dashes, or hyphens, or something. Parentheses, exclamation points, question marks. Besides, the reserves of power in the Stone of Joss were not limitless. They weren't? No, I've never touched it. I'm no fool, but I've been in its presence many times over the millennia, close enough to sense clearly. At the height of the Empire, it contained far more magical energy than it did when Lucian possessed it. Okay, now can I mess with this? Probably not. Nope. Okay, going counterclockwise. Ooh, the red one. Except over here is purple. And again, another memorial crystal. Dark purple color. Like Zaros. It's like Zaros is trying to grow into this place. Fragmented sphere. There's something on this one, a spiral of a different substance. This was Ma's egg. Something happened to it and she was born deformed and insensible. It's icy. I can feel the cold radiating from here. Wind has an association with ice. Why would Wind sabotage Ma's egg? This was not Wind's doing. How can you possibly know that? Magical energy has a resonance, a flavor, if you will, or a smell. This whole place is suffused with Ma's resonance, a resonance that I and all Mazrat share with her. How can you detect it? Mazrat are beings of magic. We are attuned to it, just as you can smell meat. There's another resonance on this egg, but it's not Wind's. In fact, it reminds me of... Remember Zamorigal? He had a black stone he used for... A black stone? What? He had a black stone he used for necromancy. He said he found it in Karamja, in the full totem's obsidian. It was cold to the touch, freezing in fact, and it shared the same resonance as this corruption. But Ma is dead now, and poses no threat to Gielinor. This This is a mystery for another time. A black stone? Like that thing the ambassador was messing with that was conjuring the black hands from the drain plug in the bottom of the ocean? I feel like that's important back there. Like that's going to tie some stuff together. Oh, counterclockwise. Oh, we got another wisp. I guess. Don't mess with it. Yeah, don't disturb it. Inspect the hot sphere. It's still hot. It's magical, I suppose. Are the Elder Gods associated with the runic elements? Full seems to be fire. Wet is ice. Perhaps water? Pink is either earth or nature, and Joss is time? I don't know of a time rune. I do! It exists now. But I know new runes have been discovered before. That's right, this is in the past. I don't know what Ma could be. Shadow, perhaps? But shadow isn't a rune either. Aren't they supposed to be different aspects of time? Change, stasis, undoing, something like that? I'm sure I read that somewhere. I don't remember reading that. The Elder Gods are true gods, like my lord. I do not... Yes, we know. You're very loyal. You stop... You don't have to throw that in our faces every single time you mention them. I do not believe they can be so readily categorized. They may have superficial aesthetic qualities, but that does not define them, nor limit them. They're gods. They're beyond our comprehension. But see... Saying that you can't comprehend something lulls you into the laziness of not wanting to comprehend it. But it's only through comprehension that you can find enlightenment, or something like that. Always question everything. Don't just assume you can't understand it. We'd better hope otherwise if we're going to save Gielinor. See, what she said. Yeah, that's a better way of phrasing it. Also, it's weird that the lava isn't exactly glowing because we have shadows being cast on it. Anyway, going counterclockwise. Nice surge. Nope, cannot surge. Fragmented sphere. The eggs are all the same shape. Yes, they are. Spherical-ish. Wouldn't you expect that? I suppose, but I met Joss and I met Ma, and they're very much unlike each other. Hard to believe they're the same kind of beings. Wait, you met Joss? The Joss? Creator of Gielinor? No, it was a while ago now. You remember Slisk was trying to get the gods to kill each other? Yes, he put the big scoreboard up in Varrock, and it didn't really seem to go anywhere in the end. Well, after he died, I met Joss. Apparently he was working for her, or pretending to, or something. I don't know, it was very confusing. And she's like a clockwork abomination. And what's she like? Like a clockwork abomination. Cryptic, I didn't really learn anything. She didn't look anything like Ma? Oh, Joss supposed to look like a huge clock or something. Yeah, like clockwork abomination. And Ma looked more like a humanoid. Scarred and deformed, but definitely humanoid. And really big. I think I might have seen them. Where? In a vision? Were you not paying attention? The visions I mentioned. I saw the adults, I think. Perhaps the young? It's unclear. They shared a form, a sinuous body, endless in length, bursting into a flower at the head. Oh, do the Elder Gods combine like Transformers combine into bigger Transformers? That sounds like full, but she appeared briefly over on Acronia, bursting through a volcano. Oh yes, I heard about that. Is it possible you only saw Joss's head? Maybe. I suppose you could have a body somewhere back in all that twisty nonsense. What about Ma, though? Ma was deformed. It is why our sisters abandoned her here. Deformed into a humanoid? Can you imagine a more wretched form to be trapped in? I don't know, a worm? A centipede? An amoeba? A sponge? A flatworm? A hydra? Not the mythical hydra, that would be cool. But like the microscopic actual hydra that has like the tentacles, but it's not quite a jellyfish. Oh, a jellyfish. There are a lot of things that would be really worse to be if you're intelligent. I'm sorry, what? That was a joke. Need I remind you, you're humanoid too? I don't get it. Never mind. Okay, go on counterclockwise. I have lost count of which ones we've done so far. This should be the last one, right? Fragmented sphere. This one just looks rocky. Is there any way we can tell what happened? Only in a very broad sense, the eggshells are still here, and this world has been devastated. Presumably, it was the hatchling, but it was so long ago, there's no way to absolutely be confident. Has this guy always looked like this? My people came to Gilliland around 7,000 years ago. I lived here on Sky for hundreds of years prior to that. Only hundreds of years? I thought you might be older. Life is a lot harder here than on Gilliland, even accounting for the God Wars. Living to several hundred years was unusual, and I was one of the oldest and strongest of my tribe. To answer your first question, yes, or at least it has looked like this for as long as I have been alive, and as long as anyone I knew has been. This is just what Sky has always been like. Whether it looked different in some prior age, I cannot say. That's all the eggs. I should check in with Azzanadra and Ariane. Yo, Azzy! Camera behave. There's no obvious sign of what happened when the eggs hatched. Other than the hellscape outside, you mean? Oh, yeah, but there's no clear order of events. Did the hatchlings destroy the planet? Or maybe the planet had to be destroyed in order for them to hatch. Yeah, exactly. These clues are thousands, maybe millions of years old, though. Some time ago, I obtained a device that can be of use here from a construct of Joss. A blank observation crystal, I believe. I believe I gave it to you. You dimly remember Azzanadra giving you an Elder God device of some sort. Oh, that thing. I think I dropped it. I assumed I did not need it after the quest. Azzanadra hands you the device. This item is a relic of the creators of the universe. Be more careful with it. Collect memories from the wisp in the cavern so that we can search them for anything useful. Why didn't we do that in the beginning? Blank observation. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Crystallized clairvoyance, currently inactive. I guess we go this way. Okay, we're collecting memories to do something. I assume I collect all of them? Just going to collect all of them, I guess. I suppose this is why the quest is labeled as long. There's all of this, just wait until your character does a thing. Because there are 5 tunnels total. We gotta do this 5 times. I don't need any more of this energy. Oh, okay. Inspect. Nothing happened. I think I need more energy. Okay, so I guess I get more flavors of energy. And I can't surge to speed things up. Did the Ma tunnel have... No, it didn't. Okay. Okay, so there are 4 total. I assume we're gonna do something with a big old divination hole. That is super red. This could be faster, you know, Jagex. Okay, one more, right? Because it's 50 and then... Alright, yeah. Okay, we're halfway there. Collect the icy memories. I wonder if my divination outfit and cape would speed this up, but I'm so close to done, and I don't want to run through Apprentice Sky again. Almost there. Okay. Camera behave. Camera behave. I'm seeing inside the world. Okay, there we go. Now, do I inspect it now? The energy infuses with the blank observation. Now what? I should show this to Azzanadra and Ariane. The blank observation absorbed the memories I collected. Good, give it to me. You hand the device to Azzanadra, who closes his eyes and concentrates. Nothing. Strange. Perhaps the memories are too faded? Let me try. I'm a seer. Azzanadra hands the device to Ariane, although he looks skeptical. This is... Oh my, this is like what I saw. What brought me here? What? I'm trying to show you, it's powerful.
This world was lush once. Green and flourishing. A perfect womb for the sleeping gods. Within their shells, they slumbered in a yoke of incredible power. The currents of magic drove more and more energy into the eggs until they reached a bursting point. Sensing the impending birth of their young, the adults pressed in close. With a touch, they imparted their identities and their memories. The eggs burst open and the hatchlings within emerged ravenous. Their mere presence drained all life from the cavern around them. Within moments, every other living thing nearby was dead, drained of all life. Nothing could stop them. The world was doomed. Further and further, their reach expanded, blanketing everything. Minutes later, Runescape was a desolate husk.
That's how you say it? I don't think that's how you say it.
The sated hatchlings traveled out into the universe to remake it. In time, they grew old and hid eggs of their own beneath the surface of Gielinor. When they hatch, our world will suffer the same fate as Runescape. We must stop them. Somehow.
So you're not really telling us anything we didn't already know. The observation loses its charge after you view the memory. Ariane hands back the blank observation. ... As we suspected, the hatchlings are the true threat. Yet we've learned nothing new here. We need to stop the same thing happening to Gielinor. Yeah, and we've learned nothing. We did all this to learn nothing about how to do that. What have we actually learned that's useful, though? We already knew they were dangerous. Exactly! Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We still don't know where they are or how to stop them. In the past, the elders touched the eggs. If we could stop the adults from touching their eggs, that would prevent them from hatching. Okay, how are we going to do that? Any ideas? Yeah, are you sure? More like, how do we do that? No, of course not, but do you have any better ideas? I suppose not. How can we possibly stop the Elder Gods from touching something? Don't they have the power to destroy worlds? Yeah, that's what I want to know. We will have to build a bridge that... we'll have to build that bridge when we come to the river. That's an odd way of saying that. Now we must at least locate the eggs. We're no closer than when we started. I anticipated this, that's why I sent Trindine onto Falador ahead of us. Saruman's most prized possession is a crown which can locate elder artifacts. Shouldn't we have been doing that? Because we basically did nothing useful. And you think it might be able to locate the eggs? Possibly. It's an avenue I've not been able to pursue. I thought Saruman was missing. He has not been seen on Gielinor for some time. You'll have to try to contact him somehow. Lord Guardian, I find Trindine and Falador impress the importance of your task upon Saruman's lackeys, and they can summon him. I cannot accompany you. My presence will not be of use when dealing with Saruman. Ariane, your resourcefulness could be an asset in this matter. If you wish to continue down this path, meet me inside the dig site near Akharid. I'll be there. Good luck at Falador, Loremaster. What? What? Okay, what kind of voice do I do for the shadow voice? This reminds me of Slisk, so I kind of want to do a Sliskian voice. Except I kind of don't want to. But here goes. Finally, they left us in peace. What? Who's the... Oh, that's right. He's inside my head. No, wait. He jumped to someone else's head. He jumped to what's-her-name's head. He was in my head, but then he jumped to someone else's head. This is your conscience speaking. Have you considered dying in a fire? Cut that out. Who are you? Wait, what exactly are we? We're your conscience. We're definitely not your conscience. Yes, we are. Kill people. Stop that. Oh, I have a better idea. Maybe we're an old friend. Come back to haunt you. No, not that either. It's me, your best friend. Woo! How could you murder me? No. Maybe with a furnace guy and brainworm crawling around inside your head talking to you. Is that a thing that exists? It could be. I am not a worm. Okay then, Mr. Negative. What do you think we are? Maybe the stress is finally getting to you. It's a lot of pressure having to save the world all the time. Maybe this is wrong. So wrong. It's a good thing I'm here to make up for your crippling stupidity. This does sound a lot like Slisk. So wait, so you don't know? Either that or we're just not going to tell you. Okay, so what do you want? We just want to help. Speak for yourself. Personally, I intend to be as unhelpful as possible. Yeah, try to block out the voices. You cover your ears and try to block out the voices. Except they're in your head, so that doesn't work. I can't hear you. That's not going to work. The call is coming from inside the house. Okay, I can hear you, but I won't. I have to get rid of you. Good luck with that. What are you going to do? Kick yourself in the head? Actually, that's a great idea. Why don't you do that now? I'm terribly sorry, but I think you're stuck with us. I gotta go save the world. Well, we're not going anywhere, so you might as well just get on with whatever it is you were doing. I doubt it was anything useful. Oh, that's right. You need to meet Trinidine and Valador. Well, come on, loser, let's go. You're the only one with the legs. I am not okay with this. Oh, is this the shadow anima messing with me somehow? Okay, Valador. Hopefully I clicked the right thing. I wasn't entirely paying attention. Yep, that's Valador. Okay. So we gotta meet Trinidine over here. I can surge now. Yeah. Surge again. Yeah. Okay. Loremaster, over here. What? Surreptitious. Your name is very on the nose. Can I help you? It's me, Trinidine. Do you like my disguise? Oh, okay. Who are you meant to be? I'm Surreptitious, White Knight Extraordinaire. I love Sir Ottoman, and I enjoy having to make any decisions for myself. Not having to make any decisions for myself. Yeah, that sounds like a Sir Ottomist. I see. What now? Well, we need to find a way to summon and speak to Sir Ottoman, so I would imagine his throne room would be the place to be. You're not worried that he might see through your disguise? Looking like this, I'm so dull he won't even give me a first glance, let alone a second. I don't know, that staff looks a little out of character. Also, it's not even actually attached, it's just like levitating there. That could be a little suspicious. Anyway, he might be able to see through the disguise of a lesser Madrat, but there's a reason I'm a spy. But just in case, you go look upstairs and I'll poke around down here for a minute. Okay, poking around upstairs. Ooh, an egg. Going upstairs, climbing up the stairs. Where's the throne room again? That's a prison. That's a throne, but that's not a big throne. Do I need to climb up the stairs again? Oh, he's probably right over there. Go out the thing. And then go out to the nowhere. Maybe I go on the other side. Yeah, the last time I was here, I was having to sneak past a whole bunch of. What was I having to sneak past again? I forgot. How do I? Okay, I gotta go. Okay, stairs on the other side. Gotcha. Search. Climb down the stairs. Okay, so go around the prison, I think. Okay, go into the prison a little bit, and then go out of the prison. Then go over here. Then go over here. Okay, wait. Open this door. Then open this door. There's a lot of door opening going on here. Oh, you got a nice little view of the Serenity. Azzanadra's quest. Okay, so he's not actually here. Not doing this quest. What am I doing again? Ask someone about summoning Seren. Well, I guess the priest. Welcome, child. Do you seek Seren's holy light? Actually, I need to speak to him, yeah. Oh, bless you, my child, but one cannot simply chat with the great Seren. His attention is required to move the stars and keep all of creation functioning as it should. I'm not sure he's as powerful as you think he is. His ego certainly reaches the heavens. I know the sweet serenity of basking in his divine radiance, but I'm afraid he's just not available for chit-chat with just anyone. Just tell him I'm the Loremaster, I want to see him. I'm sorry, perhaps I've spent too long in the cloisters, but that name means nothing to me. Ah, you're not as famous as you think you are! I'm the World Guardian. I need to speak to Seren about a matter of great urgency. You know, guarding the world. Ah, well, I'm sorry, but that's simply not possible right now. The great and mighty Seren is not on Gilanor at this time. He is visiting other worlds, spreading his wisdom. Well, this is kind of urgent. There must be something you can do. My hands are tied, child. Perhaps you can find what you seek elsewhere. I believe we have a visiting temple knight you might be familiar with in the war room on the ground floor. They may be able to assist you further. Do we even know any temple knights? Well, there's Sir Tiffy, who is a he, not a they. None didn't want to talk to us again. Okay, ground floor. Ground floor, ground floor. We gotta go all the way back around. Because there's no down on this side, I believe. What? Maybe over here. Yeah, there's a down over here. I'm down. Okay, Temple Knight on the ground floor. We're on the ground. Yeah, we're on the ground floor. There's Surreptitious. There's Sir Owen. Is he a Temple Knight? Yeah. Calm down, Sirach. Calm down. Is he a Temple Knight? Ignorant fools, tradition should guide you, not shackle you. I know just what you mean. Rules are like lovers, much better if they can be flexible. I don't think that's something a White Knight would say. Huh? What? Who are you? Well met, fellow Sir Knight. I am surreptitious. What name do you bear? Sir Owen of the Temple Knights, at your service. I apologize for my outburst. I'm just getting frustrated. With what? Oh, nothing. Sometimes I forget that the White Knights are more, rigid in their practices than we Temple Knights. It can make it frustrating to get things done. I know what you mean. I'm trying to get an audience with Sir Rodman and I've been blocked by the first hurdle. What did you need to see him about? Oh, nothing important. Just, you know, how to stop the end of the world. I'm sure it can wait. I'm sorry, what? Well, the infant elder gods are waking up, and if they hatch, they'll kill all life on this planet. And then they'll move on to other planets and do the same thing. We were hoping to use Sir Rodman's crown to track down the eggs on Gilnor, but he's not here right now. What are you gonna do? Have they just sent you away? Apparently so. See, this is exactly the maddening rigidity I was talking about. It's a literal end-of-the-world scenario, and they're not willing to even consider calling Sir Rodman back. If only there was a brave knight who can help us resolve this conflict. Come on, let's both go and talk to this priest. Maybe we can get somewhere together. Okay, we're gonna get somewhere together, maybe. Oh, but I actually have to go there myself. Ugh. And in there. And then up the stairs. Azzanadra's quest. Yo, Priesty, again. We need to speak to Sir Rodman now. Watch your tone, child. This is a holy place. This is a castle armory, where the mighty Sir Rodman held court. The one true god walked here. One of several gods. Granted, I prefer this one the most, but we aren't starved by caving into mythological thinking. We need to speak to Sir Rodman. He must have left a means to contact him. Of course, in his boundless wisdom, Sir Rodman has given we high priests a means with which to summon him if the need arises. Great, do it then. No. Why not? The mighty Sir Rodman is spreading his wisdom to other worlds. He is saving countless souls. That's what we're trying to do too. There is no greater mission. What about our souls? Don't they matter? We are all in danger. I think the all should be in all caps, not the R. We are all in danger. That's why we need Sir Rodman. Well, even if that were the case, it's not my decision to make. As this is the fortress of the White Knights, I suggest you bring your concern to Sir Varza. So we need to speak to Sir Varza. And the hunt through the red tape begins. Come on, Loremaster. Sir Rodman willing, we can get this done quickly. We should be able to find Ceramic Varza on the tower of the west side of the castle. And again, I have to go there myself. And I have to navigate all these doors myself. This door, then go down here and surge to this door. Aha! Go up the stairs. Going up the stairs. Ceramic Varza. Azzanadra's quest. Why am I inside another human being? Okay. Semi-human, Majrat in human form, whatever. Well, I met World Guardian, Sir Son. Who's Sir Son? Oh, Sir Owen. What can I do for you? We need to talk to Sir Rodman in person. The priest won't summon him without your permission. I see, and why do you need to summon him so urgently? See him so urgently? I need to talk to him about the Elder God situation. We're not Seren and her council handling this. We're working together, after all. The council sent me-ish? I see, they seek the wisdom of Seren then. Still, whilst the Lord of Seren is wise beyond words, he's hardly a passionate gardener. Yeah, we're exploring additional options. I can see an argument for his return, but I doubt the urgency. I would see this place in better condition before I would agree to summoning him. Oh no. I have concerns about our latest recruits. Speak to Padomines for me. If he's able to say they're ready for Seren's inspection, then I'll agree to your request. Can't you summon him now and then ready the recruits? I will not be the one to summon Seren, the Lord of Order, to this chaos, unless there is no other option. I couldn't bear him telling Seren that my contributions are anything less than exemplary. Very well, we'll speak to Padomines. Is this the wing guys in the courtyard downstairs? This is why I always get so frustrated coming back into Falador. As a Temple Knight, I do what needs to be done. My faith is my sword and shield, and I enact the will of Seren. But here among the White Knights and the priesthood, their faith feels more like chains weighing them down. They're trapped by tradition and frozen by bureaucracy. Like the government. I have noticed that. Among the other knights, I myself have always wanted to be a Temple Knight. You get a lot more done. It feels so frustrating after returning from the burial grounds, working with Seren side by side as we did what we could for the centaurs. There are centaurs in this game! Seren was more than just some mythical figure. He was a righteous warrior, and he used his power without restraint to try and help Fern and her people. I vaguely remember that, I think. Then I come back to this, and it feels like they're all following Seren I don't recognize. Probably because they've never actually seen him. Well, that's the difference between the White Knights and the Temple Knights, isn't it? Blind faith. Although I guess the Temple Knights get their orders from one person who they've never met, so blind faith runs in the family. That's different. Surveillance gives us orders that help people. We do real good, enact real change. And his orders come directly from Seren, not filtered through layers of priestly nonsense. Oh, absolutely. There's nothing better than knowing your boss has a direct line to the absent god. Really comforting. So, anyway, you don't want to hear any more of me ranting. Let's go speak to Padomines in the courtyard downstairs. Okay, I could get political here. I'm just going to mention that it's come to the attention of certain people that certain public interest groups have, in the past, have paid off certain video game developers to infuse woke ideologies into, open the door, into their video games. It's a propaganda scheme, and I'm getting a lot of propaganda vibes here. Azanadra's quest. Hail, Ward Guardian! Are you here to inspect the recruits? They are a promising batch, loyal, dedicated, skilled, and devout, but sadly, as is so often the case, woefully under-equipped. Oh, I had to equip them. Would you be willing to give them a glowing review for Ceramic Barza? As true believers, yes. As knights, no. Why not? Look at them. The armor they wear is rusting and flaking. Their swords could barely pierce an orange, let alone demon skin. Some say that faith is a shield, but I have never seen a Seren block a sword. Well, then get the better equipment. I sense another request coming. Yeah, that one. I'm sorry. Oh, you know, if you could just do me one small favor, that kind of thing. Always seems to happen when I need something urgently. Like, stop the entire world from ending, but no, you're right. Your petty little issue is clearly so important that we must endanger us all. Are you all right? I'm just succumbing to the darker half of the voice in my head. Let's move on. It's fine. It's fine. You want better equipment for your knights? Okay. Yes, I cannot possibly give Sir Varza my blessing whilst they are so poorly equipped. So get them better equipment. Were it so simple, Sir Vivian holds the keys to the best equipment. I knew it. And he's refusing to give it to my recruits. I do not understand why humans find it so difficult to get things done. But they're stuck in this flimsy armor until he changes his mind. So we'll go talk to him then. He should be in the office next to Sir Ottoman's throne room. Okay, at least that means we're half... What? Is it really so hard to equip your soldiers properly? They're white knights for Sir Ottoman's sake. They'll find themselves facing black knights, demons, and worse before too long. It's not like there isn't enough money here, or. The Church of Sir Ottoman is the largest religion. We have connections with every major human kingdom. There's plenty of resources to make sure these knights are ready for battle. This shouldn't be so difficult. This is why the Temple Knights are much better than White Knights. You guys need to... You guys see a need, and you fill it. No questions, no forms, no hoops to jump through. If something needs to be done, you get it done. Exactly. Can you imagine this lot trying to deal with Mother Malam and her slugs? It would never even occur to them to push a pillar onto her. We'd all be dead, or worse, by now. Here I am ranting again, sorry. Let's go and speak to Sir Vivian. By the throne room. As I was about to say, it feels like we're about halfway through the whole one small favor loop. Because we're basically back to where we started. Where am I going? Next to the throne room. It's like... Where is that? That's a White Knight, that's Serenity. That's, nobody's there. That's the jail. This goes directly to the throne room. I don't want to... Wait, do I access it through the throne room? Sir Owen, Surreptitious... Sir Vivian. Sir Vivian. Sir Vivian. Hello. Greetings, traveler. Azzanadra's quest. Do you have a moment to talk about the White Knight recruits? I'm very busy right now, but I can spare a few moments. What do you want? I want you to give the White Knight recruits new equipment. Ha! As if we just have armor to spare. Don't ya? Why are we not over there where these other two characters are? Also, why is his room, like the only way to get into his room is go through the throne room? Which means that if he has to go pee-pee in the middle of the night, he has to go past the throne and down the stairs to wherever the pee-pee hole is. Okay. You can't tell me that the White Knights are bankrupt. Well, of course not. But we can't just hand out armor willy-nilly. Why, there are procedures and forms, and I can see where this is going. Of course, I can't just get new armor signed off until Sir Ottoman returns. Why do you need Sir Ottoman? Before Sir Ottoman left, he said how happy he was and how the White Knights have been his blessing. Which clearly means that the White armor must be blessed before it can be given to any new knights. Otherwise, they would not have his blessings, and therefore could not be White Knights. Oh, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. That's obviously not what he meant. Of course it is. We are here, we are his holy crusaders. How can we be holy if we have not received his blessing? You're doing this on purpose. But we need this armor in order for the priest to summon Sir Ottoman back. Yes, I can see how that would be tricky. Still, my hands are tied. ... Right, that's it. I've had enough of this bureaucratic nonsense. It's clear that we're not going to get anything done in here. The White Knights and the priests are too entrenched in their own red tape. Loremaster will just have to do it ourselves. If summoning Sir Ottoman is possible, there's a process for it, and if there's a process, there's paperwork. All the files are kept in the war room downstairs. I'll meet you there. Okay. War room, where is that? Here? There? Wait, is it over here? Like, which downstairs did he mean? Probably this one that is right next to the prison. Yeah, that's exactly where you want to discuss war plans. Calm down, Sorek. If there are going to be any documentation about this ritual, chances are it's here. There doesn't seem to be much here. I would have thought there'd be more paperwork. Try the cupboard and I'll look through the documents on the table. Cupboard. Search. Look for documents. There's several files here about stuff, but none of them seem important. Anything? Nothing useful. Did you find anything? Just a reference to St. Elspeth's birthday for some reason. ... I'm an idiot! Sir Amic recently had a safe installed in Serenitatis' office directly above us. I'll bet Elspeth's birthday is the code. Come on, let's go. Okay, open the door again. Go back upstairs. Over to here. Open this door. And open that door. It would be nice if people would stop closing these doors. Yeah, okay, let's talk first. Let's try and open the safe. Right, let me see. Was it a 3 or a 5 there? There, got it. Here it is. ... It doesn't seem too complicated. With the right items, we could just do this ourselves. Here, take a look. Sir Owen hands you the ritual instructions. We need a silent bell and bless it in the waters of the River Salve. Should be simple enough. If you can get this sorted, Loremaster, I'll stay here and find out what these anointed incenses are and get the throne ready. Sir Owen, I'll stay here with you. But before I do, I feel it only fair to be honest with you. I'm not what I appear to be. Oh, really? Let me see if I can work this out. ... You're obviously an undercover operative working with the Loremaster on a wider mission. You're not really a White Knight at all. You carry yourself oddly, as though you're used to more height, and you have a tendency to sneer. If I had to hazard a guess, you're a shapeshifter, probably a Mazrat, or a demon of some kind, given that you're working with Azzanadra. Going by recent reports of Mazrat being freed from an archaeological dig site, I'm going to assume that's you. The known Mazrat have distinctive mode operandi. What was the name? Terrapin? Bengreen? Trendine? Yes, that was it. Nice to meet you. I genuinely thought this would be a more dramatic moment. I've been practicing an elaborate reveal spin and everything. Sorry, I'm a Temple Knight. We keep tabs on all the Mazrat. You lot tend to be the center of most of Gillinor's problems. I'm not sure about that. The Dragon Kid have been doing stuff too. Fair enough. Okay, Loremaster will be in Sir Ottoman's throne room once you've got the ritual components. I need a silent bell, it seems. Read. It is eternal wisdom the great Sir Ottoman has provided these instructions should he need to return to Gillinor. First one must remove any unexpected items from Sir Ottoman's throne and scatter the anointed incenses for or for all this will be his guiding beacon. Secondly, one must prepare a blessed silent bell. To do this, one must remove the clapper from a standard Slayer bell, and then bless it in the wells at the temple in Patadomus. Finally, one must ring the bell thrice. How you do that when it's silent, I don't know, but do that while standing by the throne and calling out the name of the Most Holy. Follow these steps, and Seren will hear. Okay, so I need to get a Slayer bell. That should be easy. That's the wrong teleport. Burthorpe, not Edgeville. Loremaster. Trade. Slayer Bell. Slayer Bell. Where are you, Slayer Bell? Slayer Bell. Slayer Bell. There's a Slayer Bell. Buy one. Okay, remove the clapper. How do I do that? Cut the clapper. You remove the clapper and create a silent bell. Okay, now I need a rope. See, I've learned. I'm not just dropping it down the well. Where do I keep my rope? Here for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, we gotta go to Patadomus. Near Canopus. Go that way. There it is. That's where I gotta go. Surge. Surge again. And I'm out of surge. But I'll get it back in 5 seconds. Surge. Surge. No. Surge. There we go. This way. Through the gate. Clicky. Search the well. You look down the well and see the fresh water of the river salve moving swiftly along. Okay, and I guess we use the silent bell with the well. Put the bell in the well. You dip the bell in the waters of the salve and bless the silent bell. It's now a well bell. It's a well bell! Come on! Okay, I'm back up to the throne room. Very impatient. Open the door. Up the ladder. Open the other door. Open the other door. Go up the stairs. Azzanadra's quest. Sir Owen. Remember, you just need to bring a blessed silent bell. No, you just need to ring a blessed silent bell 3 times whilst calling out Seren's name. Okay. So do I stand by? Should be simple enough. Why do I get the feeling it's not going to be that simple? So I guess I need to stand like right next to the thing, like right over here. Ring the bell. Seren. 2 more to go. Beetlejuice. I love that I can just mess this up. But I'm really impatient, so I'm not going to. Seren. Oh, magnificent Seren, luminous bringer of light and lord of order. Forgive the inconvenience that these wretches have brought upon you. It matters little now why I've been summoned. Choose your words carefully, Loremaster. We need to give Sir Ottoman the right context, or he might dismiss us outright. The world is in danger. In danger from what? The Elder God threat is much greater than when you were last here. It's only a matter of time before their eggs hatch and the newborn Elder Gods consume all the animal on the planet, killing everyone and everything in the process. And then tear apart the rest of the universe. Yes, I can see why this would concern you. Are you here at the behest of Seren and her council? We're kind of concerned about her. We're concerned about Seren and the influence she has over the council. We? I'm working with Azzanadra. We're worried about the influence Seren is exerting over the council. I see. So what is Zaros' plan? Oh, I'm working with oh, come on. Why is my character this dense? Okay, fine, I'll play along. Oh, I'm working with Azzanadra, not Zaros. Come on. You know Azzanadra is just a puppet. So if you're working with Azzanadra, you're working with Zaros. Hey, a thing sold. You speak of the two as if the two are different, but that is a discussion from another time. What is Azzanadra's plan? Okay, first we need to find the eggs. We need to lead him to the story so that he understands why we need the crown. You want to find the Elder God eggs. To what end? Finding the eggs is the first step to finding a true solution. The Elder Gods need to touch the eggs in order to hatch them, so if we can somehow intervene before then, we can prevent them from waking. Yes, that makes sense. However, I'm not sure what you summoned me for this matter. We need the crown. I see, you believe the crown can help you find them. Yes, as the crown can track down Elder artifacts, surely it can track down the eggs themselves. After all, one of them was crafted into an Elder artifact, so the energy should be the same, right? A fine theory, but an incorrect one, I'm afraid. I've already tried to use the crown to search for the eggs on Galenor, but either the eggs are shielded from its power, or it doesn't work on them. Indeed, Sir Son, you are correct. I'm sorry, World Guardian. If the crown could help you, I would give it, but it cannot, and so it must remain with me. See, you waste the time of the most holy Lord. Lord Sir Ottoman, just say the word and I shall have them locked away. Such blasphemy, such hubris, such... Be silent, Father Frith. My lord, The World Guardian and Sir Son have summoned me to avert the end of the world. And here you are condemning them. Why? You were busy off-world, Lord. I did not think you wanted to be disturbed. Did you not think that I gave you the summoning ritual for a reason? That I was to be summoned if there was a need for me? Oh, yes, but surely the need needed to be great indeed. And you believe there's a need greater than the end of the world? Do you not consider the rising of the ancient creator gods and the destruction that would follow significant? How much more needed to be at stake? Our souls, life is fleeting, flesh transitory, suffering only a path to salvation. Only if our souls were at stake should we be in need. I see. I appreciate that you meant well, Father Firth. And it warms me to see your faith so strong. But one cannot live by faith alone. Faith must be tempered with deed and with action. Lest is simple hope in disguise. In future, should a similar situation arise, know that the safety of this world and its people are paramount to me. I prize this world's well-being above all else. World Guardian, I am sorry I cannot provide you with the help you need. I can see that I have much to address here in Falador, but should you need my assistance in future, you may find me here. Thank you, Lord Sir Ottoman. for your time and your assistance. We shall be on our way. Well, Loremaster, this appears to be a dead end. I wish I could help more. Why not join us on this quest? You can be invaluable. Oh yes, good idea, Loremaster. You'd be a great help, Sir Grumpalot. If you'll have me, I'd be glad to help. Wait, what? What did you call me? Well, happy to have you along. We should head back to Jagex and speak with the others. I shall meet you there. Okay, back to Jagex. So do I need this anymore? I might still need it. I don't know. Teleport. Find the table. Find the table. Find the table. There's the table. Found the table. Okay, and if I remember correctly, we need to go to the war room, the Praetorium. Because he doesn't want to speak out here. Praetorium. Into the no, don't. Okay, yes, exit. Okay. I forgot which one we were actually in. Okay, speak to Azzy. But is it Zaros' preference that makes something righteous, or does Zaros only prefer things that are already righteous? Oh, this will have to wait. Loremaster. Trindine, were you successful? We summoned Seren, but he wouldn't give us the crown. Okay, I don't think that's the right way to phrase it. He says the crown is no use. That's lead with that. He said he's already tried to find the eggs using it, and it wouldn't work anyway. Owen! Hello, Ariane. It's been a while. A bit of a romantic tension there, maybe. Who is this? I am Sir Owen Sonda, Temple, Knight of the Temple. The Serenimist. Well, he's not like the others. The Loremaster said you were working to stop the Elder Gods from rising. Ideally, yes. Right now, we're trying to find the eggs. You want results, and you've exhausted official channels. Yes. That's what the Temple Knights are for. Then we will put you to use. The crown was a dead end. What else could we do? The crown was a potential opportunity, but not the only one. We must pursue every lead we have. What else is there? I've been drawing up a list of possible avenues of investigation. The most obvious are those most directly connected with the Elder Gods. Mouthpieces known as the Kra. Loremaster, didn't you meet them when you were trying to stop Xenia? I don't know, that was like 7 or 8 years ago. Yes, they were bizarre creatures, surprisingly opinionated for constructs. I've had dealings with them in the past. Ariane and I will interrogate them. Perhaps we can be more persuasive this time. Loremaster, you will take Trendine to investigate 3 other potential leads. Tokar, Guthix, and the Seronimus Wizards. What are the Tokar? Well, they're like the Tizar, but they're older and they're meaner. Creations of the Elder Gods. They shaped Gielinor or helped to... Maybe they even created the Elder Halls. They're a rebellious faction that live under the volcano of Karabja. Tizar City. We can start there. We can't ask Guthix, though. Guthix is kind of dead. Indeed. However, my understanding is that he left many memories, some of which are still being discovered. That's right. There's a large repository of them near Scatterus. By wizards, you mean the Wizard's Tower, right? It's the greatest repository of lore in Seronimus Kingdoms. If they're an elitist clique of uninspired fossils. My dear, that's why you're not going. Yes, it makes sense to send you instead. You'll fit right in. Enough, we have tasks to do. What about me? Do you have any suggestions to offer? Didn't you mention that the Temple Knights get secret orders? Not that I remember, no. Sure you did. The Temple Knights have a secret leader. Yes, Surveillance. Supposedly he gets his orders directly from Sir Ottoman. Why not give away our entire hierarchy while you're at it? Isn't the whole hierarchy anyway? That's not the point. Have you met him? No, we receive occasional coded messages via ComOrb or other secretive methods. Sir Lance's location is classified. Could he be Sir Lancelot in Camelot? Oh, spy stuff, I love it. Why do you ask? If he's so well informed, isn't it possible that he knows something about the Elder Gods? It seems unlikely, but I suppose it could be possible. I don't know why it would have kept such knowledge from Sir Ottoman, though. I've been wondering about him for a while. When Sir Ottoman returned, why hasn't he revealed himself? And what happened to Key? Nope, forget it. Then you have your assignment. Unearth Surveillance and acquire any information he may have on the eggs, or the Elder Gods in general. We will meet back here and discuss anything we turn up. Okay. So we got a whole shopping list of things to do. I need to investigate a number of different leads. Hall of Memories beneath the Memorial of Gothics. The Tizar and Tizar City beneath the volcano in Karamja. Trindine is waiting for me outside the entrance to Tizar City in Karamja. I need to visit the Wizard's Tower and speak to Trindine there. I need to investigate the library bookshelves. Okay. Let's do the Hall of Memories first. I think I can teleport directly there with a thing, right? A thing? These? Memory strands? Teleport. I think this is the Hall of Things, right? Map. Memorial to Gothics and Hall of Memories. Okay, yep, that's where we are. So what am I doing again? I need to investigate the Hall of Memories beneath the Memorial to Gothics. The Hall of Memories. Also, there's an entire mini game here, or distraction and diversion, or whatever that I need to do. Finding the things, those things, that go on the plinths. There are a lot of them. That's an issue for another day. Talk to Trindine. It's picturesque, I'll give it that. You're the expert here, what do we do? Under the pool, there's another chamber. It's full of automatons and memories. Well, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Lead on. Okay, enter the pool. Continue the quest. Yes. Uh-oh, we drew some attention. Warning, unauthorized intruder detected. Initializing defensive protocols. Wait! Countermeasures will activate in 3. Emergency override! Defensive protocols paused. Awaiting input. An unlimited empty rock so heavy I can't lift it up. You know what? Let's calculate pi. Memory error, circle, unknown concept. What? How do you not understand circle? Resuming defensive protocols, countermeasures will activate in 2. Emergency override! Defensive protocols pause, awaiting input. I can hold, then you can hold. How about a nice game of chess? I guess chess is an unknown concept. Let's see. If I can hold, you can hold. Input, facile, ignoring, resuming defensive protocols, countermeasures will activate in 1. Emergency override! Defensive protocols paused, awaiting input. Memory core, I can't believe I'm going to die in this dump. Core dump! Dump memory, dump core memory! Processing, cannot comply. Reinterpreting, dumping Archivist core memories, reboot it. Greetings, Greetings. Greetings, automaton. My memory appears to have been wiped. We need access to anything Gothix might know about the Elder Gods. Memory error access. Archivist memory incomplete. Directive, return Archivist memories to restore prior functionality. This is Trendine. When I restore your memories, don't flag her as an intruder. Unauthorized user flagged as non-intruder Trendine. Okay, so ooh, why is it getting so dark? I guess I need to capture Archivist memories. One. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. It's neat how computer data just like floats around in here. Okay, there's one more somewhere. Where? Way over there? Yeah, way over there. That's all. I better get these back to the Archivist. Yo, Archivist. There you go. Feeling better. Restoring functionality. 0%. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. 1%. Can we skip all this? You've got to be kidding me. Well, I mean, think about how old his computer programming has to be. We're talking about like DOS era or something. So, oh, we're not gonna make small talk, are we? You never seem to mention Zaros. Big guy, why would I? I don't know if you noticed, but there aren't many Zerosianists left. The others all seem perfectly fanatical in their faith and loyalty. Oh, I'm not devout enough. You're not wrong, to be honest. Azzy has all this guff about grand plans, but it was never a religious thing for me. Then why continue to serve Zaros now? Back to the Empire, things were better when everything was under control. Besides, the Majra are my friends, as well as my people. We've been through a lot together. We came to this world together. What's the alternative? Hide myself amongst the humans and call myself in a dirt? No thanks. In a dirt? How do you get that name? I thought that's what you did anyway. Isn't that basically what you were doing in Falador? Only temporarily. I couldn't live like that forever. I heard Waki Zethel has been doing it for thousands of years. Gross. What about the Zamorakians then? Too chaotic? Seriously, those traitors? I'd die first. 7%. Did you ever meet Gothix? We knew of Gothix back during the Empire, of course. He had pagan cults all over the continent, and we were pretty confident he wasn't mythological. Spent a lot of time rooting out druidic sects, but we never heard a peep from the god himself. I met Gothix. I even saw him die. Yeah, then he died. So I've heard. Never thought Slisk would manage to pull off something like that. 16%. So what can you tell me about Slisk? I thought you were already acquainted. Yeah, he was in my head for a little bit. I didn't know him back in your time, though. Well, as a boss, he was kind of irritating, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was pretty hands-off most of the time, which I appreciated. A lot of the time, you barely even know whether he was there at all. But the incessant, never-ending, ceaseless practical jokes. I don't think you can even tell the difference between childish pranks and lethal traps. One time I found a black chinchompa, you know, the really explosive ones, on my chair. He said he thought it was a whoopee cushion. I heard you killed him, though. Yeah, and then he went inside my head, and then he went inside someone else's head. It was really creepy, and I think he might still be in there a little bit. How do you feel about that? I'm not saying I want him dead or anything, but it sounds like he went pretty badly off track. Not like he even had tried to rescue me from the vault. 23% archivist memory restoration complete. At 23%, I think something's off. Greeting automaton, greetings. Unauthorized non-intruder trending. Can we access Guthix's memories now? Directive, specify subject. The Elder God, specifically anything concerning their Elder God eggs. Memory error, Elder God eggs, data not found. There has to be something. I'm the World Guardian. Recognition, World Guardian, initiation, restriction, memory protocol. Error, dumping, restricted memories. Oh, come on. Here we go again. Restricted memories dumped. Directive, leave those restricted memory fragments alone. Automaton. Only the World Guardian may access them. Restricted memory, eh? That sounds promising. Okay, so gather these. Restricted memory thingies. Come here. That's all 6. I better get them on the plinths. On the plinths. On the plinths. Those are pillars. On the plinths. What does that mean? The ones upstairs? Talk to the archivist. Yeah, I better put them on the plinths. The ones upstairs? Yes, leave? Wait a minute, the plinths downstairs. There are plinths downstairs. That's right. Although, while we're up here. Nope, nothing. Nothing to do with this. Okay. Yes, continue. I was only ever here for about like half an hour for one session like 2 years ago. So I've forgotten how this works. Let me guess, I gotta order them now. Oh, a thingy. Oh, there's no memory. I better check inside. I guess I'm checking inside. Although before I check inside, let's Orb of Oculus this. Oh. Open the door, maybe? Get down a little. Yeah. This give me a good screenshot, right? Yeah. Check. You'll find an engram stowed away within. What's that? It's an engram for the machinery upstairs. What do we do with it? I need to take it to the fountain of energy outside. Okay, you check it out. I'll take a look around here and see if we missed anything. See you outside. Okay, so now I'll go outside and put it on a thing. Check. Put Just a memorial. What's happening? Yes, leave. There?
One day, I will be gone.
Okay.
And on that day, the barrier, my edicts, will come crashing down. Gielinor will no longer be protected from them. I cannot leave this world, this beautiful world, unprotected. I must leave it with its shield, with its own guardian. Alas, there are none powerful enough that can be trusted with such a task. The gods are too petty, the dragonkin unable, and my guardians too focused elsewhere. But perhaps there is a solution. The divine soul is capable of great feats, but it is rigid and unyielding.
So you mess with the mortal soul, infuse it with shadow anima, that makes it go cuckoo a little bit.
If we are to grow stronger, we must take that power from elsewhere, like my edicts. I draw anima from the heart of Gielinor itself, and in turn I draw its shadow twin from the Codex.
Okay, so you're pulling anima from the heart of a Gielinor. The heart where the second God Wars dungeon is happening? Or the actual core of the planet. You're a little unspecific there. And you're drawing shadow anima from the Codex, aka the monolith.
Funneled through my sword, the two energies in perfect harmony create a powerful force that repels the strongest threats to this world.
Right, perfect harmony, because you're the god of balance and blah 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 blah.
But it requires my constant concentration. I must meditate and focus deeply, lest the energies fall out of balance.
Again, balance.
And I will not be here forever. I cannot rely on another god to take my place. They would be too distracted by their own petty scheming, and even Seren would be distracted by her love for her elves. So, I must turn to mortals. But how could a mortal withstand the power needed to maintain the edicts? It would be too much for them, and it would tear them apart.
Is that what's happening inside my head?
Unless they were prepared for it. The mortal soul is a malleable and powerful thing. It can survive tremendous injury and return even stronger. If used correctly, it can hold back the darkest forces. If I could take the heart of the enchantment and place it within a mortal soul, I could weave them both together with some of my own anima and the edict's shadow anima.
Uh-huh.
Their soul would adapt to it.
Or go a little crazy.
It would not be without benefit to them. They would become resistant to the powers of the other gods. Immune to the loyalty orders of Seren and Zaros, and they would also find themselves protected from the shadow anima and its abhorrent nature.
Really?
Once part of them, their soul would adapt and change, absorbing anima and shadow anima alike, growing slowly in power and preparing itself for the task ahead.
Which is what?
Indeed, they would find themselves connected to power they would never expect. They would be in constant connection with the Codex, absorbing the shadow anima in a steady flow, even as they absorb the flow of anima around them.
Okay, so the monolith powers are shadow anima?
Its powers could enhance them, strengthen them, and prepare them for the trials ahead. However, such an enchantment would need to be primed, unlocked, and that would require an outside force. Shadow magic.
Like what Slisk did to you.
There are no experts in shadow magic that I can trust, but perhaps I can trust in their duplicity and curiosity. The Marjorat Sliske would be the perfect candidate for this.
Again, I don't like the pronunciation Sliske. It makes him sound like a cartoon character.
For all his faults, there are few who can match his skill with shadow magic. If I could set him after this mortal soul, if I could focus him at them, he would work his magic upon them, and this would act as the catalyst needed for the enchantment to grow. But I would need to change Sliske as well. He would need to be primed by my own magic, delivered directly and in the purest form.
So you manipulated the Master Manipulator? So Slisk was being puppeteered by two gods.
The only option there is the Staff of Armadil, and it would mean my end. So be it. I was unable to protect Naragon with my life, so let me safeguard Gillenor with my death. I shall lure Sliske here with the promise of power and the frustrations of mystery. When he comes before me, I shall let him know he is important, that only he can be the one to kill me. His curiosity will be inflamed, and he will not be able to ignore that nagging voice in his head, craving to learn more. It will consume him.
Yeah, he got consumed all right. By madness.
Whatever name I give him, whoever I point him at, he will be drawn to them like a moth to a flame. He will not be able to be anything other than the spark needed to empower my chosen. I will need a hero, someone whose soul is already strong enough to hold my enchantment. Eternum wasn't strong enough, and I must learn from that failure.
Who was Eternum?
A champion of the people will have a strong enough soul to contain the enchantment. As their soul grows through their experiences and adventures, the enchantment will grow with it. It will make them resistant to the power of gods and be a reserve of power that they can subconsciously tap into when they are at their most threatened. This champion will become my world guardian. They will become a source of fascination to the gods and to all the most powerful and dangerous things. They cannot help but find themselves drawn into the battles that are to come.
I don't exactly feel drawn into anything right here.
I must have faith that they will be ready.
Anything useful? I don't know. Nothing relevant to the eggs, at least. You? No, nothing about the eggs. Seems like this was a waste of time. I don't know, where's my stuff? I would have thought Azzanadra would come up with a better leads. They can't all be winners. We still need to check the Wizard's Tower in Tazar City. Oh yeah, that's gonna have to wait until tomorrow. Schedule permitting. Let's see. Yeah, it's still... Yep, okay. So we will continue this in the next episode, which I hope will be tomorrow. There may be some scheduling things because like I got to get back to work Wednesday, and I still got to cook, and you know, last minute vacation stuff. You got to do all the things, right? Anyway, in the meantime, did this make you laugh? Did this make you smile? Did this brighten your day in any way, shape, or form whatsoever? If it did, pass it on. Find somebody you care about, make them laugh, make them smile, brighten their day. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And with that, I'll see you when I see you.